Alright, so I'm gonna be honest, after this episode, I honestly think the new theme to opening theme, the one that makes it that baits you into thinking this anime is an isekai, nah, this needs to be the one. This has to be the one. In three, two, one.
Giving your girl the vitamin, oh yeah, vitamin D. Giving your girl the vitamin, oh yeah, vitamin D. Giving your girl the vitamin, oh yeah, vitamin D. Giving your girl the vitamin, oh yeah, vitamin D. Yeah, 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 oh yeah, vitamin D.
Yeah, this is very much. Yeah, this anime is definitely an off brand, y'all. Okay. So, so we're doing another react. So we're doing. This is in basically like what I did last time with the first 4 episodes of redo of Healer. This one is pretty much just what episode 5 is in a goddamn nutshell, really, because basically there was no real. It's not in terms of the progression of a story. There's no progression, really. Now, in terms of practically the deliverance of vitamin D, absolutely, because this one was straight up. They pretty much just it was just practically if you have to go through the entire scene for the entire episode, this is what it is. The episode begins and it starts with Enta because our main protagonist gets it on with a wolf girl. With wolf girl. Gets it in with the wolf girl in the middle of a river. Of Dane River. Princess joins in and starts going down on the wolf girl's candy shop. And she actually talks about how hairy her candy shop was. So yeah, there was pretty much, my man was pretty much doing some butt fucking going on there. Was butt fucking, basically. He does that. He does that. Then the princess kind of didn't want to feel left out, so she got some action too. And our girl pretty much returned the favor. It was pretty much that's how the first 5 minutes of the anime begins. Really? And look, I don't mind. Like I said it earlier in the last video, that I do not mind any fan service. I don't mind fan service in my anime. Sure. Do I want to see some anime titties? Bet. Do I want to see my main character tap that pussy? Bet. Do I want to see some thick anime cheeks? Bet. Do I want to see my main character be a perfect try grab some ass and titties? Bet. But Jesus, but at least baby step through it. Don't just go straight, just out of nowhere hit us with an 18-wheeler. God dang. So that was the first few minutes of the anime. At that point, I'm like, you know what? I don't even care if there's a plot anymore. Like, at this point, this anime is just trying to get you as degenerate as possible. So at that point, I'm like, you know what? Fuck the plot. Fuck the plot. So whatever plot is they're trying to give to us, yeah, fuck the plot. So one of the big things is he pretty much has already cured this whole village. The whole village of their poison. The poison situation. Plus, he already cured the source of the water in the last episode. So he's practically cured the entire village. Pretty much going to cure the entire village in the next couple days. So this merchant that he partnered with, to pass off the vaccine, also to make some money. Pretty much like decided to portray him. He says he tells him, yo, run me that recipe to that cure right now. We gonna have some problems. And it looked like there was about to be a fight breakout, and then my man is like, alright, fine, I'll give you the recipe. Instead of, you don't have to cause any violence, I'll just give you a recipe straight up. Well, he does. But there's actually one key ingredient they have to get. And that is my man's antibodies. It actually cures fishes. Because he actually has... Because that's pretty much part of the stuff that he uses to make the cure. So without his antibodies, you're pretty much making, I'm assuming, some poison or some shit. So he doesn't even care anymore. He's pretty much about to head on off, get ready to prep his next revenge. Either on the Blade chick or the Bullet dude who pretty much booty warriored him. And that's what we're going to. Then we end up having a sword fighting scene. And it involves this white-haired knight girl that he actually healed. It was like the first person he healed in the first episode. So basically, she comes through because she's investigating the whole Ice Wolf clan attack on the Imperial Army, investigating that. Because my man actually has copied some of her sword fighting abilities. Because if you don't know, in the first episode, he kind of used his imitation healing magic to obtain some of the abilities, some of her abilities. So they have a fight, and I've never watched any anime with sword fighting scenes. I don't know how high level a duel of this would be in terms of ratings. But I say in terms of, if we're looking compare from X-Arms to X-Arms in terms of combat, it's probably better than that, definitely. So, that happens. He ends up winning, technically. He technically, wins. I guessing he wins. So I remember. So he beats the sword girl, knocks her out or something like that. He heals her. Brings her back to, this inn. And he ends up letting her know, hey, I'm the guy that actually healed you the first time. And I know everyone's telling you that I actually, killed the princess or kidnapped her or whatever. No, here's the thing. What he does, he actually gets Freya, who is also Princess Flare. He pretty much brings her back to her original form. Acts out there's a situation like that. Oh, Kiryu actually did nothing wrong. He actually was. I wanted to change the world, save the world my way, different from everyone else. Leonard, the head knight dude, pretty much tried to silence me. And Kiryu decided to help me out. We came up with a scheme where we flee, pretend there was a fire, turn a corpse, and blame it, and pretty much try to do this thing. And basically try to explain out how the whole Ice Wolf clan village was not really their fault. It was actually the kingdom's fault. Basically, the main point of at this point was trying to convince her, hey, we're the good guys, the kingdom is the bad guys. She kind of believes it. And then pretty much my man ends up banging the knights. Bangs the knight again. So, yeah, this man practically was just my man was just straight up, basically for the entirety of the episode, if we just considered, that was practically straight up an anti-episode, because my man pretty much banged the wolf girl, banged the princess, the other two things pretty much don't matter, and then somehow banged the night girl. That scene itself was kind of wholesome, actually, when you think about it. It was actually kind of wholesome. It was kind of nice. It was not, there was no raping. There was no torture. There was nothing about it. It was just straight up kind of a wholesome scene. One detail they had added was that she was a virgin. I don't see why they need to do that, but yeah, they added that detail. But yeah, in terms of the show, it's kind of wholesome. Now one thing they had in the background was pretty much a love potion in the background. We showed that in the background, so she was technically drugged. If we have to say something about that, she technically was drugged, basically. But yeah, so yeah, she said something. She did say in the first episode she would repay a favor to him for healing him. So I don't know if that was the favor repaid. Is that he got? I don't know at this point. But yeah, that was the episode pretty much. Then we got to the end where our man Leonard, who's still looking like our man's, because my man's changed his body to look like him in episode 2. And he has a gang of people with him. Among them, one person in detail, according to some people, is that he has our man's adoptive mother in the first episode. So, in the first episode, very beginning. So, I don't know what about to happen, but looks like my man Larry is going to take things personal. And there's going to be some wild shit probably in the next episode. And according to a lot of people, they say this could be that certain chapter, that would, if this gets animated, it would break the internet in its entirety. It would probably, the SJW Twitter would go ultra cancel stinked, basically. So, I don't know how it's going to be. So, tomorrow, I'm excited to see what this is. I'm going to react to it. I'm actually going to react to another thing. I'm actually going to be reacting to. There's a couple things I'm going to be reacting to. So let's just say tomorrow is going to be a busy day for your boy. Because tomorrow there's a Nintendo Direct, which I'm planning on doing a reaction to. And a couple other things. So, yeah. Let's just say there's a lot of things. I'm excited for next week's episode. For tomorrow's brand new episode. And I'm excited for this Nintendo Direct. So, there's a lot of things coming up soon, y'all. So yeah, this one's a lot shorter, plenty shorter. I can't show you everything, but yeah. The opening is probably the new theme, and I think the music they had was actually, the music actually to that scene was actually not bad. But everything else, it pretty much they need to pretty much make it this song here. And I will actually play it right now in 3, 2, 1.
My pride is telling me she's a hoe, but her boobies are blessed. Vulva, I can't help but wanna fuck your body and put this laundry to the test. If you want something long, have some long D style. If you want something long, if you want something long, have some long D style. If you want something long.
So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead on now. If you guys want to see the reactions breakdown of episodes 1 through 4, go and check them out right now. Also, the J Money Talks podcast is back. Episode 20 just dropped yesterday. Go check that out as well. And we got a few other videos coming up. So, I'm actually going to be, let's say, Nintendo Direct. A reaction to that is going to be tomorrow. Episode 6 reaction will happen. And if episode 6 is as well, then as it's going to be, I'm probably going to have to turn off all social media just for that reason only, because I don't want to have any spoilers. And yeah, that's pretty much the plan. So if you guys like this video, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, share this around with everybody who's in need of Big J money, in their life. A little Big J money in their lives. Share this around. I already said share it around. Sorry. If you guys got any thoughts on how you think this anime is gonna go, or if you know something, don't spoil it for me. I actually kind of want. We ain't gonna do that. If you guys got any recommendations of any videos, any anime I should react to or break down, or if you got any videos down the pipeline, leave a comment for me to see. And don't forget to subscribe for more. Okay, redo it. And don't forget to subscribe for more of me. And the next video will be money. Now, until then, my friends, goodbye and good night. Bang.